In the world of daytime television, few shows command as much attention, speculation, and rumor as The Bold and the Beautiful. The soap opera has been on the air for decades, and with its enduring popularity comes a flood of gossip that ranges from wild storyline predictions to invasive questions about the personal lives of its stars. Cast members are often subject to relentless chatter, from baseless claims that they are leaving the show to damaging speculation about their health. Most of the time, both actors and producers remain silent, letting the stories burn themselves out. But sometimes silence only fuels the fire, and in rare instances, the show's leadership steps forward to correct the record. That is exactly what happened when producer Casey Kasperzik publicly shut down swirling rumors about one of the most beloved stars of the series, Thorsten Kaye. Thorsten Kaye, who has portrayed Ridge Forrester since 2013, became the subject of alarming online claims that he was not only planning to leave The Bold and the Beautiful, but also that he was seriously ill. The rumors escalated quickly, spreading across social media platforms and low-quality entertainment blogs. Some outlets even published false stories asserting that Kaye had been diagnosed with liver cancer. The tone of these reports was sensationalist and exploitative, designed to drive clicks rather than present facts. As the speculation gained traction, concern from fans mounted, and even family members of those behind the scenes began reaching out for reassurance. Kasperzik, who usually avoids addressing gossip, took to X, formerly Twitter, to issue a clear and firm denial. "We don't usually comment on rumors like this," he wrote, "but there is one particular claim about Thorsten Kaye that I want to make absolutely clear is completely false. It's nothing but trash, created to generate views and spread gossip." His message was direct, cutting through the noise with unequivocal clarity. To underline the seriousness of the issue, Kasperzik even shared a link to one of the problematic articles, pointing out its flaws and highlighting the dangers of misinformation. Behind the scenes, the false reporting had already caused a stir. Some production staff worried about the potential impact of the rumor, with whispers that backup storylines were being considered in case Kaye actually had to step away from the role of Ridge. Even Kasperzik's own mother had reached out to him after reading the stories, illustrating how deeply the misinformation had spread. In a business where public image and fan trust are crucial, such rumors can create unnecessary panic both inside and outside the production. Kasperzik's decision to speak out served not only to protect Thorsten Kaye, but also to reassure the show's loyal audience. Fans invest years, sometimes decades, into following their favorite characters, and speculation about an actor's health or departure can feel deeply personal to viewers. By addressing the rumor head-on, Kasperzik reminded the audience of the importance of verifying information and relying on credible sources rather than gossip blogs. He also underscored an important point about responsible reporting. Legitimate publications do not publish health claims without confirmation. Reliable journalists distinguish between fact and rumor, and when covering sensitive topics like illness, they approach with caution, accuracy, and respect. In contrast, the article that triggered this wave of speculation was riddled with errors and lacked any credible sourcing. Its sensational claims created unnecessary distress and highlighted how damaging misinformation can be in the age of viral content. Kasperzik urged fans to take a more critical approach when encountering rumors online. One way to gauge whether a claim holds weight is to see if multiple credible outlets are reporting on it. If a story is accurate, especially one involving a high-profile star of a long-running show, it will typically be covered by several established entertainment news organizations. When only unverified blogs are running with a story, chances are it is not true. His message was clear: do not take every headline at face value, especially when it involves something as serious as a cancer diagnosis. The producer's comments also served as a reminder of the broader challenges faced by soap opera stars and their fans. Because soap operas air daily and remain in production nearly year-round, there is a constant appetite for new information. This hunger often fuels the rumor mill, where fans speculate not just about storylines but about the actors' personal lives. When combined with the speed of social media, misinformation can spread far faster than corrections. In this case, The producer's rare public intervention was necessary to set the record straight before the rumor caused even more harm. As of now, Torsten K remains firmly in place on The Bold and the Beautiful. There are no plans for him to leave, and no health crisis threatening his role as Ridge Forrester. His storylines continue to be central to the show, and his presence remains a cornerstone of the series' success. The false speculation has been put to rest, thanks to Kasperzik's firm response, but the episode stands as a warning to fans and media alike about the dangers of chasing clicks over truth. For viewers, the takeaway is simple. When confronted with alarming headlines, pause and check the source. Ask whether other reputable outlets are reporting the same information. Look for evidence for statements from the actors themselves or from producers willing to go on record. And remember that not every piece of gossip deserves attention. In a landscape where rumor can spread faster than fact, skepticism is the best defense. In the end, Kasperzik's words cut through the noise and reminded the audience of the importance of respect for the actors, for the fans, and for the truth. Torsten K is not leaving, and he is not battling the illness falsely attributed to him. He continues to bring Ridge Forrester to life with the intensity and depth that has defined his career. And thanks to the producer's decisive action, fans can breathe easier, knowing that their favorite leading man remains exactly where he belongs, at the center of The Bold and the Beautiful. The weeks ahead in The Bold and the Beautiful are set to explode with revelations, betrayals, and choices that will shape the Forrester legacy forever. Secrets from the past collide with the present, and every character finds themselves trapped in a spiral of truth and deception where no decision is without consequence. The next 3 weeks will be some of the most intense in recent memory, with shocking returns, dangerous temptations, and game-changing confessions. Thomas Forrester returns to Los Angeles after months away, carrying with him a storm of questions. What does his comeback mean for Hope, for the family business, and for the fragile balance between Ridge Taylor and Brooke? Thomas has always been unpredictable, driven by obsession and ambition. Now, with bold new ideas and whispers about reviving Hope for the future, the specter of his fixation on Hope Logan resurfaces. Will his creative energy breathe life back into the linear? Will his old patterns threaten to drag Hope back into dangerous territory? Beyond the business, Thomas arrives at a time when Ridge is deeply entangled with Taylor Hayes, leaving Brooke devastated. Will Thomas side with his mother, defending her relationship with Ridge, or will he stir conflict between his parents once again? His presence is guaranteed to shake the walls of Forrester Creations, and the timing could not be more volatile. Elektra Forrester, meanwhile, grows increasingly suspicious of Will Spencer. The night of his promotion party continues to haunt their relationship. Elektra senses something is wrong, and her doubts deepen when whispers connect Will to Luna Nozawa. The truth is more tangled than she could imagine. Will's drunken night ended in a sexual encounter he barely remembers, and the possibility that it was with Luna looms like a storm cloud. This is the secret he cannot escape, and one that could shatter everything with Elektra. If Luna is pregnant as rumors suggest, the fallout will be catastrophic. For Will, the million-dollar question is whether Luna's potential pregnancy will save her from looming legal troubles or bind him to her forever in a scandal he never wanted. In desperation, Will turns to the one person with no moral compass, but every instinct for the truth, Sheila Sharp. She has made a career of manipulation, but she has also perfected the art of seeing through lies. Will asks her to help him decode what really happened that night. Sheila listens, calculating, weighing what to reveal. Will she expose the painful truth, confirming his worst fears, or will she manipulate him further, holding the knowledge as a weapon for her own future leverage? Whatever Sheila decides, her involvement ensures this storyline veers into dangerous territory, because nothing Sheila touches ever ends cleanly. While Will's personal life unravels, Carter Walton faces his own battle. Engaged to Hope Logan, he is eager to solidify his future, pressing for a quick wedding date. To the public, Carter remains the image of a perfect gentleman, dependable and honorable. But inside, fear gnaws at him. He senses Liam Spencer's looming presence, the history Liam shares with Hope, and the bond that remains unbroken through Beth Spencer. Ridge Forrester steps in, questioning Carter's rush. Acting like a protective prince to his kingdom, Ridge urges patience. Why hurry? He insists. Why not do this right? But Carter doesn't want patience. He wants permanence before hope slips through his fingers, before Liam's shadow swallows their future whole. The clash between Ridge and Carter becomes symbolic. Ridge urging tradition, Carter charging forward recklessly like a man unwilling to lose again. And just as Ridge feared, rushing only pushes hope further toward the edge of indecision. Liam Spencer, emboldened by his father Bill Spencer's advice, makes his own move. Bill's heartfelt talk forces Liam to face what he has always known. His love for hope has never died. Bill pushes him to stop running, to stop hiding behind mistakes, and to fight for the family he lost. Inspired, Liam issues an emotional plea to Hope, asking for another chance, asking to rebuild their life with Beth. His timing could not be more explosive. 80s before Carter and Hope's planned public celebration. The tension leaves Hope reeling, her heart torn between Carter's promise of stability and Liam's plea for love and history. Confused and exhausted, Hope turns to her father, Deacon Sharp. Their bond has grown in recent months, and she trusts him with her most fragile secrets. Sitting across from him, she pours out her fierce kiss with Liam, the pressure from Carter, the weight of Ridge's disapproval, and her inability to make the right choice without breaking someone. Deacon doesn't give her a direct answer. Instead, he warns her. Avoiding the truth only multiplies the pain. Hope realizes that her silence, her hesitation, has already hurt Carter, Liam, and herself. She cannot keep both futures alive. She must choose one path, no matter how many hearts break in the process. Carter, sensing Hope slipping, proposes something radical: eloping. A runaway wedding, far from the cameras and family drama, where it would just be them. He insists it's the only way to protect their love from interference. But is Hope ready to abandon everything, including the chance of a future with Liam and Beth, for Carter's desperate plan? Or is Carter simply repeating his tragic history, falling for women who cannot truly love him back? Daphne Rose steps into the story at this critical moment, challenging Carter directly. Bold, fiery, unafraid of confrontation, she calls him out for forcing Hope into a corner. Daphne warns him that rushing marriage won't erase Hope's doubts, and that manipulation disguised as romance will only end in heartbreak. Her presence adds a sharp new tension, a voice unafraid to pierce Carter's carefully constructed facade of the noble suitor. Meanwhile, a new character, Rana, makes her debut at Forrester Creations. Sophisticated and powerful, she arrives seeking an original Forrester design for her exclusive collection. Her interactions with Katie Logan and Brooke Logan come at a delicate time. Brooke is reeling from Ridge's choice to commit to Taylor Hayes and their engagement, leaving her devastated. Rana, perceptive and sharp, offers words of encouragement to Brooke, reminding her of her strength and her place in the Forrester world. She and Katie form an unexpected alliance of support, giving Brooke the courage she needs to face Ridge and Taylor's looming marriage. As September unfolds, Thomas Forrester's return threatens to reignite flames long thought buried. Fans speculate whether his return means a dangerous obsession with Hope will rise again, or if he will champion Taylor and Ridge's engagement against Brooke's inevitable resistance. Either way, Thomas is set to disrupt everything, and the timing of his reappearance as Hope faces the most critical decision of her life could tilt the scales in unpredictable directions. At the heart of it all lies Hope Logan. Pressured by Carter's urgency, moved by Liam's emotional proposal, counseled by Deacon's wisdom, and surrounded by the voices of her fractured family, she must make the ultimate choice. Carter offers escape, a fast track to a life where she will never doubt his devotion. Liam offers love, history, and the chance to give Beth the family she deserves. The question remains, will Hope follow her head and honor her engagement to Carter, or will she follow her heart and return to Liam? And if she chooses Carter, will she become yet another bride who abandons him at the altar, leaving him humiliated and broken once again? The coming weeks promise shocking revelations, explosive confrontations, and choices that will ripple through the Forrester family for years to come. Thomas's return, Electra's suspicions, Luna's potential pregnancy, Ridge's struggle between tradition and haste, Brooke's heartbreak, and Hope's impossible decision all converge into a storyline that will leave fans breathless. Nothing in Los Angeles is simple, and nothing at Forrester Creations stays hidden for long. As September arrives, one truth is certain. The future of the Forresters, the Logans, and the Spencers will never be the same.